Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Survival Fountain Youth. For this week, I'm hoping to get a fair few things done. I want to get, for like, map-wise, I want to get the last of these islands explored in the Buffalo region. The Puma region is the next place we can go. I'd like to at least get a few more pieces of the natives map. I don't know if I'll have the blueprint for the better ship there or not, and then that just, yeah, each one seems to keep going up in what you need for it. But there's that to tackle and do. I am waiting for the tanner bench and the hides here to cure or dry and process, so I can work with those to make leather, to make better clothing. We've got a few things on the go a bit right now. I do want to see, I do have a little bit of a cut. I might just try to, actually, do I have a bandage to address that or not? Because I might not actually have one right now. I mean, they don't take a lot, but they do need a fire to make, so you know what? Okay, we have no fuel. Can I reach something that has a bit of fuel in it from here? Not quite. I'm kind of getting caught on hitboxes from other things from the window, so... We'll just see if I got a few small sticks. 4 should be enough to toss in, just get the fire going, and we'll make a little bit up just so that we don't have any complications there. Yeah, we'll just do 4. There we go. Use one of those. That tends to that. We need a little bit of sleep. So, you know what? Yeah, we'll sleep just a little bit before proper sunrise. And that is actually one of the things I wanted to see. That's perfect. Because does that mean this is filling up with water? I feel lied to. I thought with the tank exposed like that, all we'd have to do is, like, build it in the open. And we would have, that filling up with water to make use of, but no, we don't. So let me see if I can find my flasks and get that going. Actually, I might have everything on the boat. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought with it having like the big tank you have to put water into, you could just like put it out under the rain and it would fill up gradually. Okay, you know what? Let's have that bit of meat there. Okay, where are all my flasks? Because I know I have a number of bamboo ones we made up to try to help us out with some things. Are they in here? No, not in here. Okay, there's... Oh, here they are. Yeah, we want those because we'll start with... I might as well take from the big... Okay, that's doing its thing. Yeah, we'll drain all these out first, let the big one just keep collecting whatever it will. Now, I'm hoping that means if it's not going to collect water, maybe it won't lose water either. Not 100% sure on that, but... water tank. Yeah, fill that up. That's already halfway full, which is perfect to see. That would let us make how many pieces of leather? Okay, that's 4 already. I don't know how many I super need, but I probably want to try to make as many as I possibly can. And that does have a bit of water in it still, but we'll leave these to fill up. Maybe I'll actually read a book for a little while. Because that is one thing that I've been meaning to do, but we just haven't had, like, a good opening of when to do it. So let's go for... Not fencing. Where's the one about shooting? Just in case that gives us anything helpful. There. Yeah, you know what? We'll read the full thing. There we go. 50% chance of ammo taking no damage when shooting. Okay, that's actually not bad. That should mean our stuff will hold up a little bit better. And unfortunately, it looks like the water basically mostly evaporated from these. I guess it didn't rain for as long as I was hoping it would have. But this is at least a chance to see if the water does stay in the tank as we add it or not. Again, I'm really hoping it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Oh, my bad. Right, let's keep adding in. Yeah, we didn't get as much as I hoped for, but that could at least let us make a few pieces there. And there is some in the barrel. So, you know what? Maybe we'll just spend the day Okay, I'll actually put the book back away since I don't need that in the inventory anymore. Yeah, that's used up. It's interesting to actually give it, like, the health bar for, like, how much time that has to it. And that's still got a while to go. Yeah, so you know what? Let's tackle that. I know that's going to take our meters down a fair bit, but that lets me have these good for use. And I think I've still got a fair few of these hides. Oh, never mind. That was the last one there. Okay, so there's 6 pieces of leather. There's 3 dried hides. So we've got 4 more pieces of leather we can make up. And then we have to see about the clothing we want. Because for the leather hood, it's 2, 4, 7, 9. Okay, and that's not bad then, since it looks like it just might need copper ingot and then the clothing itself. So we're not going to make anything here tonight. I do need to see about the rope made of skin, though. You know what, with it getting as late as it is, what I think we'll do is open the door again, close that, get a couple of drinks in. I do also... How's the meat holding up? It's going down slowly, so you know what, I think I've got another day, and then we'll see about processing and cooking all that. See, I'll sleep just before... Okay, it's still dark, but we are doing decently enough. Let me grab that. Alright, that is how it is. I want to wait till, like, we actually have proper daylight before we start working on the stuff. So we'll just get the fire going. And roast all the meat we possibly can. There we go, and that'll help us a fair bit. So, the rope made of skin, I need to see what that takes. I think it's just dried... Oh, maybe... Is that rope actually just in here, then? Not resources, it's other items. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I think I need just 2 of those, I think will do it. There we go. Okay, so there's that. I've still got 2 pieces of dried hide I can make into leather if I can get the water we need for it. I should also probably look at trying to make up, like, a solar still or something. Yeah, okay, I need fired pots, but I don't have that. I need another copper tank for that, so maybe we won't work at that. You know what? Maybe we'll start on some of the leather pieces here. It's like, okay, improved workbench for that, and I might need needles. So okay, that's wooden harpoon. Yeah, I might have to make up some needles, but we'll see once we're at the workstation. It's going to be a little bit of busy work, just probably getting most of our new gear prepared. Yeah, so I need to make up some needles. And... Oh, nope, my bad, not there. Okay, I only make 2 of those, but I could make 3 of the copper ones. I gotta go get copper anyway, so maybe I actually will make up some copper needles. Or even just the 1 to work with, because that I think will actually give me... not... I thought I had coal in this one. Maybe it's this one? There it is. Yeah, a couple pieces of coal. Yeah, I don't have a lot of copper. We'll get the 1 thing made up, just that way that's all done in order. Actually opened up a new kind of blueprint. Now that's done. Yeah, we'll get that done. Okay, there's the hood. Yeah, so there's the hood with copper plates. Okay, we're gonna need a lot more copper for that. We'll make that up as well. And is that the end of our leather? Not quite. Now that's the end of our leather. So all we are missing are the pants, and we need 3 pieces for that. But this should help keep us out and about a fair bit longer without too much worry. And we'll throw the clothes into one of these bins. And then C. Yeah, I do quite like how much durability those needles actually have, so they'll last for quite a while. The flasks will keep with us and throw onto the boat. Actually, I should probably bring some food with me and... let's see, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be good. I think that'll be all right there. We'll check the boat if it does have any water. I'm going to save if it has any with it. And maybe we'll see what tools I've all got on it. Because I need a pickaxe, which is in good shape, which doesn't look like I have on there. I've got at least the treatment for that. I've got means for that. Yeah, pickaxe. I've only got the stone one, but I don't have enough to make anything else. Maybe we'll see what I need to repair it. Okay, so I just need regular stones. You know what? Those might be easy enough to get while we're out. So I think we'll do is we'll take that. Sail back to Copper Island. And focus on getting a number of... I might even actually want to take down another one of the buffalo for all the hides I could bring back, as well as the copper. So yeah, you know, let me take the helm. We'll park this closer to where we go up to get into the other half of the island for the deposits. I think they might be a little bit thinner than, like, what's available for offer right now. But since we only have the last piece of clothing to make and then, like, a bunch of copper ingots, I don't think it'll be too hard getting some of these. I basically just want to make sure that we have a good stockpile for going forward. And then we can spend a lot of time properly just exploring, roaming about, and seeing whatever we can find. So we'll do that. I do have a bit of water, which is good. Probably should have had more before coming out here, but that's not really how I operate, apparently. Okay, that's in order. Keep an eye out for any threats on the way. Oh, actually, I may want to... We'll start with going for the copper. Just because that is going to be the heaviest stuff, and we'll see how many we can bring back. Since it's, I believe, 2 pieces of ore for 1 ingot, we'll have to mind how we go through with that. Also have to mind, too, we might have a few dangers present again. Case in point is this guy flying in. That deals with that. Nothing really good that we want there. We will take the dragon fruit, though, because that's a nice little bit of food and water. And we might have the jaguar active in the area again. Because... Oh, actually, I can check that. Yeah, he is active. Okay. You, I swear, literally just spawned in on us right there. Well, that's okay. We'll do that. Get that back. Deal with you. And be ready to deal with the jaguar. Oh, there we go. And you don't have hide on you, do you? Just tendons and a trophy. You know what, maybe we'll get the trophy and the bones. Try not to load ourselves up too much, because again, the big thing I want is the hides to be able to process through. The meat's not too big of an issue since we're doing decent enough. So let's see what we can get from here still. Well, I guess that kind of wraps that up. That's that deposit now tapped out. We'll take this back to the boat and see about getting a little bit of rest on it if we can. And the tegu... Yeah, they gave us tegu hide, but it seems like that... We have to upgrade the, the station at our main base a little more before we can process and work with it. Well, at least there's one more ingot already. There is the second deposit further north on this island that we'll go for after we get some sleep. I don't know if I need those cactus pieces for anything. I do need to mind water will become an issue soon. Trying to remember if I've had anything I've found that gives water decently enough on this island or not, though. I may have gotten a little too complacent with, like, our supplies and such, but... what are these? Coffee trees. Okay, not really going to help me for what I'm after. No, okay, didn't seem like it wanted to charge. That's good. Yeah, I guess our stamina's not going to come back with the, how exhausted I am here. So we'll toss that over, toss those over, toss that over. And get another little bit of a drink. And okay, yeah, see, I'm not going to be able to stay here, because that's going to cause me... or should I try... Actually, I do have that, so I might... yeah, we're going to do that. I know it's going... oh, actually, didn't give us the negative effect. Okay, if that's the case, we'll go back inland and head up for the other... Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can even get a little bit more, because we can take about 50 more weight back in the boat with us. So we'll take that bit off of ourselves and go up and see. Yeah, pickaxe is pretty broken, but I'm hoping there'll be stones up here just lying around loose. I can't imagine they're going to be too hard of a resource to find on any island, but we'll just have to see how that goes. And is there a stone... Actually, one thing... okay, there is a stone pile over there by the Tegu. So we might make a little stop for that, take care of the other jaguar that's up north, and then we can bring some more copper back with us. I want at least 4 ingots, so that's going to be at least 8 pieces of the ore. Oh, he delivered the arrow back for us. How nice. I did miss on the first couple. And the other guy did the same. Okay, that's handy. Makes it quick dealing with them. There is some dragon fruit there, and we do want to go and grab some stones to be able to work with repairing our pickaxe. I think one thing I will definitely want to do is get a proper copper pickaxe as well. That honestly probably should have been one of the first things I made with the copper to ensure we get more down the line without much trouble. There we go, take care of you. That other arrow... okay, maybe I picked it up already. Oh, no, there it is. Grab that. The other one is with this guy here. And it says the stone is just... oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll just grab 3. Nothing too big or heavy. Maybe try to get on this rock in the shade a bit to repair this. There. God, I want to try doing this in the dark. I mean, I do have the bandages on our boat, so it's not a problem. I'd probably rather do this. Okay, gonna have to deal with a few snakes from looks of it. But yeah, let's try to get as much copper as we can or need right now. Scorpions, I better take care of them too. It's going to be very easy to just step on them without knowing. Those Tegu, I think, should leave me alone. But the Jaguar... we'll see. I might be able to sneak over here and be alright. Because this is a little more tucked away. Have that for a little bit. Yeah, might as well take all of that that's left. Luckily, didn't hurt ourselves at night, and we are clear to return. I may see about taking the canoe back by the, canopy. And seeing if I can actually get a bison, just so that way it's... Well, we do need more sleep as well. Okay, sleep on the boat after we've handed all this off. I actually think that's only enough copper there for making up, like, the stuff for our clothing. So if that's the case, maybe I'll actually try making the pickaxe first, and then as we come up to these other islands we still have yet to check, maybe we'll find more deposits on them. I would like to get the last bit of the leather clothing made up, just because it might help keep us from getting, like, sunstroke or any other weather conditions afflicting us. Oh yeah, that's just the bird we took down. It's kind of moved into a little bit of triviality now for coming out to this island. We've done the trip so many times before that now it's mostly not anything to be too concerned over. Yeah, that is going to take our stamina down a bit, but that's okay. Hop in. Bacchus. Gotta be a little more careful trying to go around along the shore. Don't want to wreck the canoe up too badly. Yeah, haven't really used many of the fishing spots all that much. The islands have been so plentiful that we haven't had a need to. And because you can't really just, like, toss a line and leave it for a while, it feels like you can get a little bit more actively done than if you were just sit and let, like, that process its way through. Yeah, there, we'll dock. Check this to throw those in. I don't think we need the stones either for us, so we are decent enough there. And we'll sleep till morning. Not doing too shabby. We might actually even have some coconuts we could find here if we want. But we'll have to see... Okay, so a lot of the buffalo we've taken down are still, like, fully taken down. But I'm sure there's got to be some we haven't gone for yet. Yeah, all of them just have the animal fat left behind, so we picked them pretty clean, which is good. We haven't been too wasteful with them. So we'll see if we can find another one. And get them drawn back to the canopy more for us to process through. No. Okay, I hear one. There it is. Oh, actually, okay, there are a few. See if I can just get you enraged at us. Yeah, there we go. There. I did take a bit of a hit from it, but... And you think you can mess with us. No, maybe not. We'll have to see. That one might come to be a little bit of a nuisance, but all we got to do now is bring the canopy over for a little bit of sun protection. I did get hurt a little bit, but that's not bad. We'll see how much hide we can get off. We need... I can't remember how much it is. I think it's 3 pieces for... Okay, I think that'll still keep me in the shade to process this. So yeah, 4 of those, 3 of those. Maybe you can get the 2 of those just to have. Harvest that up. Boom. Now, we'll put the canopy back by the dock. If we ever do need it here again, we know where it is. And we can head back home. Okay, I think it was the eagle causing, like, the battle music to play. Alright, let's sail back to the dock and see how our needs are doing there, because water's probably going to be an issue now. Yeah, well, we're not actually dying of thirst, which is really good to know. Okay, let's start moving. Oh, no, I got stuck on the ladder there. Alright, so we'll throw the copper into here. We'll get the tendons and the hide and such into here to be ready to work with that. I will just grab some drinks from the barrel here. Just to top us off so we're not in, like, danger with that. And let's unload the rest. Five of those, and the Jaguar trophy, and I guess the bones will be good to bring off as well. And maybe the bamboo flask, so we have another... If we get lucky and we see rain tomorrow, then that'll help. And I'm not going to work or, like, read through it. And that mistake, I think, cost us a lot of water that we could have used for a lot of things. But let's add our new trophy to the wall to show how well we've been doing. That's in order. Put the copper away as well. And let me just check and see. Alright, you know what? I better... In some regards, I could probably just leave these, like, little cuts to get better on their own, but I think if I do that, that also runs the risk of they just won't heal. And maybe I should try to process these hides if I can. There. That's on that one. That's on that one. We'll take that one off. So there's one dried hide, one processed. So that, I think, if I turn those all into leather, I think that'll be... Yeah, that's enough there. And I thought I saw... The turtles, or the tortoise is back. Or, well, I guess the new iteration of their tortoise buddy's back. I'm sorry what happened to your predecessor? It had to be done for our survival. Sometimes it's cruel, cruel world. Right, but those pants are basically broken. What would I need to repair those, actually? 2 tendon thread. Honestly, probably better just to go without pants for a little bit. Yeah, that looks in order. I'll take a look, see if I can get a coconut or 2 just as, like, a little bit of food. As... Actually, no, we'll drink... Yeah, I better try, just in case. Because we are pretty low now. Restoring in some days. Restoring some days. Okay, so we tapped out the coconuts here. I could try beachcombing a little bit. But maybe we'll go to sleep and see what tomorrow brings. Bright sunny day, which is not exactly what I was hoping for, but we'll do what we can with it. For now, though, we will end this episode of Survival Fountain View here for today. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.